Good Sunday morning, everyone. Welcome back to Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's weather forecast, we are going to be going over what we can expect as we are going to have a storm system rolling on through mid to late this week. So we definitely will need to be watching it very closely, as it even does look to bring severe weather to parts there of the plains. But it's really going to be that snowfall that we're most concerned about, as that could definitely impact parts there of the Ohio Valley. So we will be going over that one. We also will be going over a few other things too as well, so make sure to stay tuned till the end so that way you don't miss out on any weather updates that I do. And so make sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell down below if you haven't already, as we will continue to keep you guys updated with the latest. And feel free to leave any questions, comments, or concerns that you guys have down below. You guys can leave anything down below that's not disrespectful, and I will get to those right after today's weather forecast. But let's first go ahead and take a look at what we are likely to see as we head into the next few days. And as you guys can see, for tomorrow, Monday, we are going to have a storm system across parts there of the plains to watch for, as this, like I said, does look to bring the potential for some severe weather. And that is true, as the latest from the Storm Prediction Center is already forecasting a slight risk for severe weather across parts there of Texas. And, main concern for today will be that tornado threat, as we do have a 5% risk for tornadoes, which does mean a couple of tornadoes will be possible. And then we also do have that risk for some damaging winds too as well, which means we could see some isolated gusts between 60 to 70 miles per hour. So, we definitely will continue to watch it closely. I don't think this will upgrade to an enhanced risk, but I definitely do think that this might, start to ramp up a little bit. And if we do see a lot of warnings, I may go live this afternoon, so make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any future live streams that I do. So make sure to do that, especially if you're down there in Texas, as like I said, this could really start to ramp up this afternoon, and if it does, I will probably go live, but we'll just have to see. And then for tomorrow, maybe a little bit a similar story, but we do have a much bigger marginal risk for severe weather. Tornado threat isn't as high, but more people will be at risk for an isolated tornado tomorrow, as that low 2% risk for tornado is much more widespread. So we will need to be watching tomorrow closely for a couple of isolated tornadoes. For damaging winds, we do have a pretty large 5% risk for damaging winds, but we also do have that slight risk across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then for hail, we do have a risk for large hail. We actually didn't have a risk for large hail for today, so we might need to maybe take tomorrow a little bit more seriously, but we'll have to see what happens. Maybe during the next Storm Prediction Center update, it could definitely maybe issue a hail threat for today, if why not upgrade tomorrow to, maybe a 5% risk for tornadoes and a 15% risk for large hail. Like I said, we'll have to see what happens. Like I said, we might see an upgrade in both the tornado and hail threat for tomorrow, but that still does remain very uncertain, as things could still change a little bit. But this is definitely something to really watch for as we head to tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell, as we might even go live as we head to tomorrow. And then another storm system we'll need to be watching closely for is this one, which does also look to be bringing snowfall in the Ohio Valley. Like I said, it is going to bring severe weather down there in the plains, but it will make its up there towards the Ohio Valley eventually, bringing some, scattered heavy snowfall around. Does not show it as widespread either, so this is actually a pretty huge change compared to what it showed the last few days, but we still have some signs of heavy snowfall like to develop, and this model could actually be wrong a little bit, as, we might might even see a lot of lake effect snow, which it actually doesn't really show. It shows more in the way of rainfall, especially up there in the northern Great Lakes region, which is, quite strange, especially because, we would usually see that cold air roll on down from the north, and usually areas farther to the north, like the UP of Michigan, would usually be at risk for more snowfall. But, that's at least what the GFS model is showing. I don't think I really agree with it, but, like I said, though, we will definitely watch it closely at the end of this week, as it does really look to bring that potential for still some snowfall, but things could change, which I do expect, as this is, for my opinion, quite bullish. And then after that, we are going to be watching another storm system as we head into November 25th, which we aren't even at the middle of the model run. This model goes really far out, and we're only looking to November 25th. And as you guys can see, this does show another potential for winter storm. And, I think I kind of do, think that it could play out like this. Because, like I said, we aren't even at the middle of the model run, and this is only out to November 25th. I mean, we are still heading just a little over a week out, which, still is enough to where things can change, but this is still, a little bit on the concerning side of things. At least it's starting to concern me a little bit, but that another winter storm is possible. But, still expect some things to change with it, as maybe this could maybe bring some snowfall a little bit far down to the south, but we will definitely continue to watch it closely. And then let's look at the temperatures now, and as you guys can see, like I said, in the last few videos, we're going to have that storm system over here bringing scare heavy snowfall to parts of the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes region, and as that continues to spin, it's just going to bring all that cold air on down, which is going to, really cause some pretty big issues. And I was actually on the wrong one. I meant to do this one, which is actually the 22nd of November, and like I said, that's going to bring a lot of cold air on down into parts there of the Ohio Valley, and then, it will just continue to push that cold air as we head into the 27th of November, which, it's just another, Arctic blast that looks to roll on through after the one that storm system brings, like I said. So, we will continue to watch it closely, like I said, and I just want to show you guys one more time that this is the Arctic blast that storm system over here will be bringing, while this is another Arctic blast that we can expect as we head into later November. So definitely, be paying attention for some frequent Arctic blasts even as we head into the end of November, because we could even see another one as we head into the beginning of December, but that still remains very uncertain, as we are actually almost at the end of the mall run at that point. But once again, though, we could still be seeing something like this, so we will continue to watch it closely. Now, if we look at the total snowfall, this is anywhere from now all the way to November 25th, and as you guys can see, we are expecting a lot of heavy snowfall across the Cascades, Sierra Nevadas, all the way back into parts there of Iowa, Minnesota, the Dakotas, Montana. All those areas are likely to see some heavy amounts of snowfall. Back over here towards the northeast, though, back into the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, and as well as up there towards New England, we will likely see quite a bit of snowfall in some of these areas. Like I said, does not show as heavy, or at least not widespread of snowfall in this area, but it does show some isolated areas potentially getting over a half a foot, like there in southern Michigan. We could get a little over a half a foot of snowfall, as this does want to show rate around, a 6-inch mark, and then, up here in New England, maybe a little bit higher amounts, especially in the higher elevations, and then once again, all these other areas, especially in the Northwest, really do look to see those heavy amounts of snowfall. And then for your total precipitation, a lot of precipitation likely, especially if you live in the lower elevations across parts there of the West, including Northern California, where Eureka is, so definitely be aware of a lot lot of precipitation if you do live along the coastal areas. We also will need to be watching this area closely for some, rain and perhaps even some snowfall. Like I said, it's really gonna just be this area to watch the closest for snowfall. So if you're out of this area, you are likely gonna be at risk for more in the way of rainfall. New England will also be at risk for snowfall, but I'm talking more of the lower elevations that are likely to see, more in the way of rainfall than snow. So, that will be an area to watch closely for, while we even see some signs of some possible flooding down there, as, the remains of Sarah will likely come up here towards parts there of southern Alabama into the western panhandle of Florida. So that will be an area to watch for. We will talk about this a little bit more as we head into tomorrow, so make sure to stay tuned, especially if you do live down here in the deep south, as you guys probably want to know some more information about Sarah. But like I said, though, likely to see at least some flooding down there, and so we will let you guys know about it tomorrow. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy today's weather forecast. If you guys are new here to the YouTube channel, or if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to go down below and click that subscribe button, as we will continue to keep you guys updated with the latest on weather with Sim. Don't forget to leave a like too as well. Those help out more than you know. And of course, leave any questions, comments, or concerns that you guys have down below. You guys can leave anything down below, as long as it's respectful. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone. Ooh.